Welcome back, my friends, and welcome to Fair Fight, a Christian community for wrestling fans. Every week, we cover the best high spots the wrestling industry had to offer. Now let's see what topped the charts this week. Alright, starting us off at a respectable number 10 is Zach Gibson's emotional promo on NXT UK. While it didn't necessarily break the mold in any way, it still managed to set himself apart from the rest of the pack and establish him as one of the top guys on the new brand. Coming in at number 9 is the cage match between Drew McIntyre and Dolph Ziggler that kicked off Monday Night Raw on New Year's Eve. Now, the blueprints still seem to be in place to push McIntyre to the main event scene in the next upcoming months, and they certainly weren't taking the week off on this pre-taped edition of Raw to keep his momentum going. Sticking with Monday Night Raw, as we move into number 8, we take a step back into time with Seth Rollins and Triple H in a fairly memorable confrontation. Now listen, we all know that this fresh new era with all these plots are going to get as good as it's going to get going into Monday Night Raw moving forward. But at least these two had decent chemistry together and make for decent TV. Number 7 celebrates the 15-minute push that Apollo Crews received on Raw, winning the number 1 Contenders Battle Royal for a shot at the Intercontinental title later that night. And although it was all for naught by the end of the night, it was still refreshing to see someone else in the spotlight, and maybe gives us a taste of what this supposed new era has to offer in the future. Alright, moving into number 6, we hit our Control-C and Control-V on the keyboard as we copy and paste the same segment from Triple H and Seth Rollins to AJ Styles and Vince McMahon. While certainly not a fresh angle, it was still interesting to see this storyline progress with a very aggressive AJ Styles working with Vince McMahon. You gotta think about getting your tinfoil hats on, as we wonder if this was Vince's way of making sure AJ knew his value within the company, working directly with Vince McMahon on camera, and if it has anything to do with him wanting to appease AJ to stay with WWE and not jump ship to go with the new AEW promotion. Alright, looking at number 5. Number 5 is dedicated to the man and the franchise as Becky Lynch further elevated herself onto the roster, going toe-to-toe on the mic with John Cena on Smackdown. Becky Lynch is in a league of her own, and it was even more impressive as they carried over this momentum into a great mixed tag match with Almas and Selena. SmackDown continues to set itself apart from Raw, and moments like these are that fuel to that fire. Alright, let's stay right here on SmackDown as we take a look at number 4 with an awesome Fatal 5-Way match to determine the number 1 contender for the WWE Championship at the Rumble. I'm going to give the WWE credit on this one when they say that they want to create new matchups and feature new stars, as they have been consistently devoting time and energy to the very deserving Mustafa Ali. And as a bonus, this was simply a tremendous match and a lot of fun to watch, and simple enough to enjoy for both the casual viewer and the hardcore fans. Number 3 stands for 3 a.m. as wrestling fans from all over the world woke up early to enjoy the excellent quality of New Japan Wrestling, culminating in the annual Wrestle Kingdom. Matches that stood out from the rest included an amazing opener with Kota Ibushi and Will Ospreay, a very aggressive no-Q DQ match between Chris Jericho and Tetsuya Naito, and of course the main event crowning Hiroshi Tanahashi as the new IWGP Heavyweight Champion, pinning Kenny Omega clean in the ring. However, what's most interesting is that coming out of the show, it seems like everybody's talking about number 2 on our list with the Switchblade Jay White. He had a standout match with Kazuchika Okada, pinning the former champion clean in the ring and cementing his new place on the roster. White even received an equally important win in a 6-man tag the following day on New Year's Dash, where he boldly confronted both Okada and Tanahashi. I think everyone is going to have eyes on the Switchblade as we move into 2019. However, regardless of how amazing Wrestle Kingdom was, nothing could surpass our number 1 on the list with the announcement of the new promotion, All Elite Wrestling. This is arguably the most important and exciting announcement the industry has seen in decades, as we see a glimmer of hope of a new Monday Night Wars, so to speak, on the horizon. The rising tide raises all ships, so we hope that not only this promotion will provide options for wrestlers, but will also increase the quality of our other competitors. We thank you so much for tuning in, my friends. You can follow us here on YouTube as well as Twitter and Facebook at Fairfight Inc. Thank you so much for tuning in. Have a great week, and we'll see what next week has to offer.